So have you ever wondered what it would really take for artificial intelligence to, you know, truly think and learn like us?
Yeah, to actually evolve beyond just data crunching.
Exactly. What if the key isn't just in the algorithms, the cutting edge tech, but maybe somewhere else?
Like ancient philosophy.
Precisely. It
Oh,
sounds like a leap, right?
yeah.
Bridging 19th century German philosophy with AI breakthroughs.
It does, but that's exactly the fascinating idea we're going to get into today.
Absolutely. So today we're doing a deep dive into how Hegel's dialectics, these philosophical concepts, are actually being applied.
Applied to create AI that genuinely improves itself.
Yeah. And for this, we're looking at some really insightful work.
Particularly the paper Idealism in Human Science, From Hegel to Dialectical Learning and Self-Improvement in AI.
That's by Gerardo, Iòvane, and Giovanni Iòvane, published in Sofimatica.
Right, and Sofimatica, for anyone who doesn't know, it's this really interesting field trying to connect mathematics and philosophy.
Especially for complex things like intelligence.
Exactly. So our mission here, really, is to unpack how this pretty profound philosophical framework
Offers a kind of blueprint,
Yeah, a blueprint for AI that doesn't just get better at tasks,
but actually generates new knowledge, overcomes its own limits.
leading towards what you might call real intelligence.
Okay, let's break this down. Where do we start? Hegel's dialectics.
Right. At its heart, Hegel's method is about how thought progresses.
Not by, like, avoiding problems.
No, quite the opposite, by embracing contradiction. It's a journey through opposition to find a higher truth, what he called synwork.
Synwork, like synthesis.
Exactly, a synthesis emerging from opposing forces. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis.
So how does that map onto AI, this work, anti-work, and synwork idea?
Well, think of it as an internal process. The AI's work is its current function, its understanding.
Okay.
Anti-work is when it encounters something that contradicts that function, an error, conflicting data, something unexpected.
Ah, like the AI trying to identify a cat, but it sees a really fluffy dog.
Yeah. Perfect example. That's the anti-work, the contradiction.
And the synwork.
Isn't just fixing that one mistake. It's a deeper thing. It's the AI revising its internal concept of cat versus dog.
So it achieves a new insight, a better understanding overall.
Precisely. Miranda wrote about this back in 2020, highlighting how this progression,
From opposition to unifying synwork.
it's really the essence of self-improving machines. It turns failures, internal or external, into opportunities.
Not just bugs to squash.
Right. Opportunities for growth.
So what's really revolutionary here, it seems, isn't just AI fixing itself.
No.
It's about it becoming maybe fundamentally creative.
That's a great way to put it. It's not just optimizing a known path.
It's generating new solutions because of the conflict.
Right.
Like an artist, not just a calculator.
Constantly reinventing itself, yeah. Imagine an AI, maybe you're using it and it makes a mistake. But instead of just correcting it, it uses that mistake as a springboard.
To develop a whole new capability,
Wow.
something you didn't even program in.
Exactly. That's the kind of intelligence we're talking about, that leap.
Okay, so how does this dialectical approach actually power that self-improvement? What are the mechanisms?
Well, one key way is through sophisticated feedback loops.
Right.
The AI models use these loops to improve their internal representation. They process conflicting data, or they analyze the difference, the contrast, between what they predicted and what actually happened.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right? The integration of new, even contradictory data.
Absolutely, from diverse sources too, and this isn't just tweaking.
It fosters what you call emergent knowledge.
Yes,
Okay.
and that fuels further synwork. It's like synthesizing a new understanding from opposing viewpoints.
Almost like how we learn through debate or discussion.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And crucially, these models aren't just refining features they already had.
They're not just getting better at the initial task.
No. Through self-organization, they can actually overcome and transcend their initial programming.
Meaning they can develop new functions or even define new problems to solve.
Yeah, it's like that calculator suddenly writing poetry. They redefine their own boundaries, internal and external.
Okay, this definitely feels different from standard AI learning. How is Hegel's approach really a game changer compared to just, say, optimization?
Well, it's a really crucial distinction. Traditional methods often focus on increasing precision, refining existing features.
Getting better at the same thing.
Right. Hegel's dialectics, though, introduce genuine novelty into the model itself.
Novelty, meaning new ways of thinking, new capabilities.
Exactly. This boosts what we call cognitive flexibility. The AI can adapt to situations it wasn't specifically trained for.
Oh, okay.
And De Miranda argues this novelty and adaptation are vital for real intelligence.
It frees the AI from being stuck with just one data set, one way of seeing things.
Precisely, moving beyond rote learning to something more like genuine understanding.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've seen how individual AIs might improve through this conflict and synthesis.
Yeah.
But what about the problem of AI deterioration?
Right, the fact that many systems degrade over time, accumulated errors pile up.
Until you basically have to reset them, start over.
Yeah, that's a huge issue. But from a dialectical view, this degradation isn't just a flaw.
It's seen differently.
It's seen as a confrontation, a clash
Between what?
between the AI's existing internal system, its learned world, and new external demands or data that don't fit.
Okay. So the solution isn't just hitting reset.
No. The dialectical solution is to build in mechanisms for error-driven refinement.
So the AI uses those errors, those contradictions.
Actively resolves them. It incorporates the conflict to prevent the decay.
So it's less like a bug fix and more like resolving an internal argument.
Kind of, yeah. A critical dialogue that makes the AI stronger, its understanding richer.
That's a fundamental shift in viewing AI mistakes, isn't it?
It really is. And this isn't just theoretical. It has practical implications.
Like in hybrid AI systems.
Exactly. Hybrid systems are a great example. They combine different AI paradigms.
Right. You have symbolic AI.
Which is explicit, explainable, more intuitive for humans, but maybe less flexible.
And then connectionist AI.
Like neural networks. Implicit, great at learning from data, adaptive, robust.
But often a black box, hard to interpret.
Right. So hybridization tries to get the best of both. It addresses the limits of each.
And that relates directly to dialectics. How?
Because these systems are literally synthesized from two opposite types of algorithms. It's a practical synwork.
Creating something new from the tension between them.
Precisely. And a major goal in building these hybrids is often resolving conflicts, representational conflicts, data conflicts.
Which fits perfectly with the dialectical idea of solving contradictions to achieve synthesis.
Absolutely. There's a system called Clarion, developed by Ron Sun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good example. Connectionist and symbolic processes work together in Clarion.
Creating an adaptive cognitive system.
Right. It allows knowledge to transfer between the explicit and implicit levels. Learning happens simultaneously on both.
A powerful synthesis in action. That iterative refinement. It's incredibly powerful.
It is, and it brings us to another place we see dialectics. Even standard machine learning practices.
Like retraining or hyperparameter optimization.
Exactly. Ferrario, writing in 2025, describes this through a dialectical lens, too. Calls it a systemic contradiction.
A contradiction between what, in this case?
Between the AI's internal definition of its learning problem, how it sees the statistics and the external requirements, the reality of the problem it's trying to solve.
Okay. So when you retrain or tune it.
The AI is essentially changing its own design to cancel that contradiction.
But then
it enters a new state of opposition where its new definition might clash with its past one or with new data. It's continuous.
there's that powerful quote from Ferrario.
Yeah. AI can improve itself, but at the cost of destroying what it was, and in order to allow itself to be reborn according to some new rule, that is to die into life.
Wow, die into life. It's almost existential for an AI.
It really captures that transformative, iterative process. The AI changes its own rule.
It highlights that knowledge and boundaries, for Hegel, and maybe for AI too, are never final.
Never final. Just like scientific research, this recursive learning adapts the AI's limits, constantly redefining the problem to stay accurate.
Okay, so we've gone from individual AI to retraining. What about scaling this up?
Good question. Dialectics can also apply at a population level. Multi-agent systems.
So, like distributed AI, lots of different AI agents working together or maybe competing.
Exactly. They evolve simultaneously, often using diverse, sometimes contradictory data.
And the goal there.
Could be constructing some kind of global knowledge or maybe reaching the best consensus.
The Green and others argued this makes the whole system more dialectical.
More dialectical, more robust, more versatile, because it's integrating different views and strategies.
So the agents can compete, maybe negotiate.
Yeah, they can absorb strategies from each other, improve themselves through interaction.
Leading to new emergent abilities for the group.
Absolutely. And it fosters diversity within the AI population. It's kind of like an ecosystem.
Where competition ultimately strengthens the whole thing.
Right. Think of different species, different niches.
And we see this in things like meta-learning or multitask models too.
We do. Agents can adapt even when data is unbalanced. They share information, borrow techniques.
Synthesizing new approaches together.
Nguyen mentioned mechanisms like election and union,
What's that?
ways for the system to integrate different agent outputs, different perspectives, ensuring it's robust even if some inputs are contradictory.
Interesting. It's about managing the diversity.
And it extends to network structures, too. Hierarchical modular networks.
Where the network is divided up.
Into subnetworks, yeah.
Yeah.
This allows negotiation between the parts and the whole system.
Like integrating part whole and whole part views.
Exactly, something we see in biological cognition. It enhances performance, reliability.
So, taking all this together, applying Hegelian dialectics seems to open up a path towards, well, more advanced AI.
Definitely more advanced, but perhaps also towards more ethical, maybe even emotional AI.
How so?
Well, De Miranda argued for moving beyond just optimization, using a more creative philosophical approach.
To let AI pursue open-ended goals, more like humans do.
Right. And for that, you need things like meta-learning, self-modeling.
The AI needs to be able to think about its own thinking.
Be critical about its actions, learn new things about itself, even question the information it gets.
Wow.
A truly humanized AI, maybe inspired by Sofimatica, could integrate that reflective intelligence with creativity.
And potentially even moral awareness through these dialectical dynamics.
It's a possibility being explored. And these distributed systems, they also improve the quality of the AI's knowledge.
It's epistemology.
Yeah, making decisions based on diverse, sometimes conflicting inputs makes the system more robust.
It fosters different perspectives for better decisions overall.
Exactly. So bringing it all together, Hegel's ideas really push us towards a richer concept of AI.
Yeah, one that includes intelligence, sure, but also adaptability.
And maybe even accountability. Through these ideas, contradictions, synwork, negating the past.
AI gets the potential to be more flexible, maybe more socially conscious.
That's the hope. That's the direction this points towards.
So if applying these dialectical dynamics really is the next step, if AI has to metaphorically die into life to evolve, following these Sofimatic's values, what is that whole cycle, this deep iterative learning and transformation, what does that imply for our own understanding, our ideas about knowledge, truth, intelligence?
That's a huge question. And what new philosophical contradictions might we run into as we build machines that are truly autonomous, maybe even self-aware?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? A lot to consider there.